Man, what a hunt. I enjoyed that, boys. Thank you. That was fun. Well, this week we're still at Four Seasons Ranch. We still got turkey tags burning holes in our pockets, and Seth and I know where these turkeys lay heavy.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
Well, guys, here we go. It's the next morning. Zach and Stuart killed a double yesterday afternoon in a place we killed turkeys in the past. We're actually going to ease into that same piece of property. There's a lot of turkeys right there. Browning trail cams, we run the cards last night, and there were just all kinds of gobblers in here. So we're going to ease back in there, set up in a spot we did last year, and kind of just assess the situation, see what's gobbling and where they're at. We may get up and move if we have to, but we may just stay put. So anyways, beautiful morning. It's calm, it's cool. They should gobble. So let's go turkey hunting. Y'all fired up?
Ready to go.
Let's get it. There you go. Damn, sound like on the ground. He's hearing me. And sure enough, I finally get one to break, and he comes into our left, and as he comes out, he sees the decoy, and he just doesn't want to play. He don't want to play the game. So that leaves us heading back to the lodge and looking forward to the afternoon. Well, that afternoon, we head to another known location. We've killed turkeys there in the past. It's a big open area. I kind of had a plan in mind. I was going to give that spot some time and then late afternoon, head to a roost location with my new reaping decoy and see if we could get on one if we hadn't killed one before then. Well, sure enough, we set up, go to calling, we have some jakes come in, and I give the reaping decoy to Zach, and he crawls out on them jakes, and it was pretty fun to watch how they reacted to it. Well, we end up giving it some time there that afternoon, and nothing transpires. I know this roost location is going to have some gobblers on it here shortly because it's getting late afternoon. We ease in that direction. Well, we ease up. There's some water there, and there's some trees, and there's some good cover to slip up there to look out there, you know, in the open area to see if there's any turkeys out there. Sure enough, there was a whole wad of them out there. All right, guys. Our other spot didn't pan out. We seen a couple of jakes. We slipped up here to this pond, and there are turkeys everywhere. There's a bunch of hens right here to the left, and there's two gobblers and a bunch of hens to the right, and they're kind of working this way. So I know they like to roost right here around these trees, around this pond. They're going to end up here before dark, but we want to get in a position up here where we can possibly get our reaper out, and maybe they'll come to it. There's a blowdown up here. I think if we get up there and these hens don't bust us, I think we can make this work. You ready?
Yeah, they're still there.
They still there?
Yep, let's do it.
We'll jump across this log. There they are right there.
That ain't gonna work.
Are they still coming?
Yep. I guess so.
Can I even boot? They still coming?
Yep. Yep. We're good. Let's just see what they do. They coming. They're red. Stay where you're at.
And there's almost an immediate response. These birds top the rise in behind those hens and forget about the hens. And they see that decoy and they come running at us.
Kill that predator, right? Hey, that was awesome! Dude, did that work? I got it in my boot. Did that work, buddy?
That worked. Good shot, Jack. Look at that. Look at that. The old reaper in the boot. That worked, man.
Hold him. Be still. Be still. Hold him up. Hold him up. Hold him still for me. For just a second. All right, man. What a good bird.
That did good job.
That was ridiculous.
Man, what a beautiful Texas sunset, huh?
What do you think about that?
That was a successful afternoon, but it didn't start that way, did it?
Oh, it was slow.
It was slow. I built this reaper out of a RDC strutter, and I knew I wanted to bring it to Texas, try it out on these Rios, and we used it this afternoon. Zach actually crawled out on some jakes earlier, and they liked it. They started to come to it. We filmed that. We got bored, decided we want to come to this roost location, see if we could put these turkeys to bed for in the morning. We spotted them out here by this pond, slipped to them, and decided, hey, if we can get in a position before they fly up, they can see this strutter, maybe they'll come to it. Sure enough, there was a wad of hens to our left, a wad of hens to our right, and we spotted two longbeards, and the slip was on. We slipped all the way up here to a blowed down log. Zach jumped over the log, ended up having to put the stake of the decoy in his boot because the ground is so hard out here, but ended up getting it in his boot, and as soon as they topped the bank, it was game on.
Time to go.
They ran to it, didn't they, Stuart?
I thought they were going to eat him. I was getting a little worried about that. I never seen nothing like it.
They beelined right to it, and you made an excellent shot. I mean, that's not the easiest thing in the world to do, get your gun up, make sure everything's right, but You smoked him. And what was you shooting?
BPS 20 gauge.
And it laid him down. I mean, like, eat his lunch. We had a great hunt. That was cool. They're all unique and different. These birds are henned up, and this is a fun way to kill henned up birds, ain't it?
What a beautiful bird.
Man, what a hunt. I enjoyed that, boys. Thank you. That was fun.
Turkey Hunter is also brought to you by Apex Competitions, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, Replica Decoy Company, Foot on the Head Game Calls, Grounded Brand Turkey Vests, Apex Ammunition, and Vortex Optics.
Enter the Apex Outdoor Rewards Turkey Challenge in your state. Over $120,000 in cash rewards. Limited number of entries allowed statewide. Every bird is a possible winner. Reward your passion at apexoutdoorrewards.com.
Well, Seth and I are heading out this morning to a spot we ain't touched yet. And there's been some turkeys over at Goblin. Seth heard them yesterday morning. We're gonna slip over there, find us a good place to set up where we can see good. And hopefully we can kill a turkey over there this morning. We're excited. We amongst them. That goes one. Well, we start working these turkeys, they're gobbling good. We're just waiting on fly down. And we're thinking these turkeys gonna fly down right to us. But instead they fly down to the right out in a pasture instead of coming to us like they normally do. So we're scratching our heads like, what's the deal here? So Seth and I look at each other and we're like, we can cut these birds off. They're heading towards the lodge, which is like 1,000 yards away. So we decided to make a big loop around them. We cut all the way around these birds and come in over top of them. They're still gobbling, you know, but they're just bunched up. It's probably 40, 50 turkeys in a wad. So we can hit this high point and try to ease down into this other roost location where the turkeys are easing to. And I crawl the decoy out on one of them and he don't want anything to do with it. Well, after the one bird boogers off, I look to the left and I can see 4 tail fans over by the pond. So Seth and I look at each other, we're like, let's take this reaper and go over and see if we can get one of those to break. We ease down this gravel road all the way to them. We get closer to them and we realize there's really no way we can get out on these turkeys. And besides, they're already starting to cover ground to head to another spot, you know, where we can possibly get around to them. So we decide to make another big loop, cut around them. Seth and I get in a truck and we cut down the road to try to cut these turkeys off. Get out of the truck, get everything we need, and these turkeys are gobbling. They're covering ground. It almost sounds like they're kind of easing to us a little bit. And we cut the edge of a sendero, great place to set up. There's some small trees on the other side of it, good open area. We decide to tuck in there. I got the reaper decoy, and we just go to calling. I got this decoy right here, slow them down just enough to let us shoot them. All right. Not coming. Well, we start calling at these turkeys, and it's just like you flipped a switch. I guess they lost their hens or something, I don't know. But they started gobbling and they started progressing. And it wasn't long, and they were right in our laps. Coming out of the sendero. There they are. See them right there. There they come. See them. Four of them. Well, these birds come out into the sendero. Mind you, we don't have a decoy in the sendero. All I have is that reaper right next to me, and I'm in the wood line just a little bit. So they just start coming to where they're hearing a calling. They're gobbling, progressing. Seth gets on them. We notice it's about 4 or 5 birds. We both got multiple tags. So we're gonna try to get as many of these suckers as we can get. Tell me when you got this, Trotter.
Right. Kill the right one. Left one. Let me see that guy. Killed him.
Well, in a matter of moments, we had 3 longbeards on the ground, and we had no idea what we had done until we walked up on them.
Two banger. This one's got some good ones here. Really? Yes, sir. It's a double beard. I killed my first double beard. Dude, my first awesome. Double beard. That's a strutter. Dude, that's awesome. That was one of the most awesome mornings I think I've had in a turkey.
It was the highest, well, the lowest lows, the highest of highs, and it happened within a few hours. We ended up killing these turkeys probably, what, half a mile from where we started on them?
It is 10 till 10. 3 hours, we have probably covered 2 miles.
Yeah.
And I'm a big boy, and I'm running on low. I'm telling you.
Dude, you got a double-bearded turkey.
My first ever.
Which is freaking incredible. I mean, these birds come up there. We have had the toughest luck having getting a turkey hunt to go down like this. And for some reason this morning, I guess the hens left them. We got around where they wanted to come to us, and they answered the call. And the next thing we know, they've closed the distance 100 yards. The next thing we know, here they pop out in the sendero and come up here and just act.
Oh yeah, they threw on the brakes, and you made an incredible shot, and they all went to flogging.
And shot another one. You know, you can kill, you can fill all your tags in Texas in one day if you want to, and this was a good time to do that.
Yeah. Well, when you shot and those other two sat there just a little bit longer, I said, give me that gun.
Yeah. I mean, that Brown & Max's, Apex 9s, Indian Creek, it's just unbelievable what these shotguns will do.
I haven't seen that Vortex Venom, and when I looked through there, I was like, oh, I like this, because I have a problem with glasses.
Yes, sir.
And it was just easy. I was like, I'm having me
it
one
points
of those.
good.
Yeah.
3 incredible shots. I mean, they ate every pellet, it looked like, and they all got blood dripping out of their heads. We got multi-bearded turkeys. This turkey right here's got beards running all the way up to his wattles.
I've never seen a four-bearded turkey get killed before, and then we killed a double beard, and he's got hooks.
That's a good turkey.
That's gonna score.
That's a scoring bird right there.
The old Apex Challenge, that
yes, sir.
That's a good scoring bird right there.
We'll score them up when we get back. What a great hunt, though.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you.
Awesome.
Turkey Hunter TV.
Yes, sir.
That was awesome. Hey, I couldn't thank you enough.
Thank you, man. I enjoyed
that was fun.
That was
That's what it's all about. We've been going and going.
Yeah.
And
today it all added up. Tagged out in Texas.
Tagged out in Texas, wow. Well, Seth and I had a couple of multi-bearded turkeys. We were fired up. It's such a rare thing to kill a multi-bearded bird. One had 4 beards, one had 2 beards, and we were excited just to get back and enter these birds in the Apex Turkey Challenge. 18.8. $87.98 is what we got on this multi-bearded turkey. I had 4 beards on this turkey. Short spurs, but he weighed a little over 19 pounds. Scored a lot. Them beards put me ahead, so I'm in the lead right now, but it probably won't be for long. Well, another successful trip to the Four Seasons Ranch. It's one of our favorite places. I can't say enough good things about it. It is loaded with turkeys. It's something we look forward to every year. Camaraderie, shared with friends. It's just so much fun, and we're looking forward to doing it again next year.